Medical marijuana is legal in the state of California, but illegal on a federal level. That's why the former owner of a Morro Bay pot dispensary that was raided last year is going to prison. Charles Lynch could spend the next 5 to 85 years behind bars. First at 10's Liberty Chan shows us what happened in court and why one client says the fight isn't over.
It makes things hard, to be without it.
Without her medical marijuana, Elaine McKellips has a tough time getting out of bed.
I have gastroparesis, which means that my stomach is paralyzed and my stomach doesn't move to digest food or absorb it. And so I drink tubal feeding solution to survive. And so it sits there and it just, for days.
McKellips is one of hundreds of clients who used to go to this Morro Bay marijuana dispensary.
Now, I'm able to manage the nausea. I'm able to play with my grandchildren. I'm able to cook food and, other people eat it, but I get the joy of making a meal for my family.
The dispensary was raided by the DEA and San Luis Obispo County Sheriff's deputies in March 2007. The owner of the shop, 46-year-old Charles Lynch, was later arrested on federal charges, but it wasn't until this week that a jury found him guilty on 5 counts of distributing more than 200 pounds of pot.
Prior to opening the medical marijuana dispensary, Charlie did a lot of research. He was told by a DEA agent that if he opened a medical marijuana dispensary, that it would simply be up to the cities and counties on how they wanted to handle it. And Charlie relied on that advice.
Lynch's attorney says that's entrapment, but that didn't work as a defense.
Most of the evidence that Charlie wanted to present in his defense was not allowed to be presented at the time of trial. The jury never heard it.
I'd like to get some kind of movement to help resolve this federal versus state law dilemma, because Charles is caught in the middle of it.
Liberty Chan, Fox 11 News.
The Sheriff's Department told us this afternoon the retail marijuana store was operating outside the perimeters of both California and the United States law. There were no provisions within Proposition 215 that allows for the retail sale of marijuana to the public.